remotely.
Yeah, and it's hard to. I wanted a hard copy though.
He wanted a hard copy. That's right.
Yeah, and
in real time.
And he wanted it for garages.
Yep.
And he wanted to be able to take a picture of somebody, a bad guy, going through the garage.
Yep.
And keep it. And it's hard to believe that 1986. Well, we were on the internet, weren't we? What became the internet in 1986?
Stuart Lynn started Whimsy in 1986.
That's what I thought.
So Whimsy.com.
We were part of what he was doing, Vanlug or Van BC or something.
Well, Van BC was UUC. It was the Usenet, which was the file-to-file transfer over dial-up telephone lines. But Stuart had a hardwired line into UBC in 1986.
Yeah.
Nailed up modem, and that was really the beginning of the commercial internet.
And we joined him in '86.
Yeah, we joined him in '86.
Because I can remember being at that meeting of Vanlug or whatever it was.
Well, it was
Vancouver Unix Group.
No, it wasn't Vancouver Linux. It was the Unix
Vancouver
Users
Unix,
Group, BC Unix Users Group. We used to have meetings at the Bayshore Inn, the monthly Rubber Chicken meeting.
And Ken Bell sat with us.
Ken Bell sat with us. There was a couple of tables of us geeks who actually knew what we were talking about, and then a whole bunch of marketing and salespeople and the owners of companies like Burlington Coat Factory and
well, the fellow Bedford was there that became Mind Your Own
Bedford Accounting.
Books.
But that was the beginning of a relationship that's gone on. Well, we just had a Brunix the beginning of the second Tuesday of last month. We're going to have another one the second Monday of February.
Those things. They were fun.
Brunix is the follow-on to the BC Unix Users Group meetings, because when BC Unix Users Group amalgamated with Uniform Canada, the guys who were organizing the monthly meetings thought that Uniform Canada was going to do this. Uniform Canada never picked up the ball and did it. And those of us who sat at these two tables, the geeks of the crowd, decided that we liked the monthly meetings just because normally we never saw each other. And so...
And every once in a while you'd solve a problem for each other too.
That's right. That's right.
Somebody to talk to. Like I phoned to Dallas, Texas to talk to Gary.
That's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, we decided that we'd get together every second Wednesday of the month, but instead of doing it at the Bayshore and having Rubber Chicken, we decided that we liked beer and good wine, and we actually, I think, went down to one of the spaghetti places down in Gastown, the first one. It was a little expensive. That was a George Pajari thing. He enjoyed going down there. He enjoyed doing
But he had a good product.
He had a good product, and he and Stuart were in the fax blasting business. And anyway, so we decided that we really liked doing it at brew pubs, and the brew pubs were just starting in those early days, and so we ended up a lot at the Fog and Suds, which wasn't really a brew pub, but had lots and lots of beer on tap. And
that was what on Broadway, wasn't it?
That's
out on Highway.
Lougheed Highway at Bainbridge.
Yeah.
And all manner of places. And then occasionally we go for Szechuan Chinese food at the Chongqing at 12th and Commercial, or 12th and
Clark.
Clark.
And you used to do that pub that was right down in Gastown beside the parking lot. I know it well. I can't remember the name. Steamers or something.
Steamworks.
Steamworks. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yep. We go down to Steamworks. Have their beer soup.
Yeah, beer soup.
Beer soup downstairs.
Anyway,
that was. But yes, you're right. The BC Unix Users Group. Everybody in that group who was not actually in the research or education business was not allowed to hook up to the internet at that time, because the original charter of at least the U.S. side of things was it was for government research and education. That was it. If you weren't doing that, then no one need apply. In Canada, it wasn't quite that restrictive, except that because Canada wanted to maintain its connection to the United States, we kind of had to go with the same kind of acceptable usage policy. And so Stuart he gatewayed email, and he gatewayed Usenet News into about, well, at one point it was about 400 bulletin board systems.
Yep.
Okay, including Andy's smut board.
Yeah. Peephole.
That's right, the Peephole.
And MindLink.
And MindLink and Deep Cove and all of these little BBSs that Stuart and I used to feed them from the internet, and eventually they became our competitors. and hooked up to the internet themselves. And then half a dozen of us all got bought by iStar, and away we went. And that was the beginning of the real internet.
The real internet with all the stuff that if you're watching this, listening to this in archives or you're live. Now, if you happen to be a computer user, nerd, geek, whatever word you want to use, and you are watching this live on Wednesday night, January 27th, happy birthday, Marge. I sent you a birthday message yesterday. My second wife it's her 67th birthday today. I'm not sure she wanted me to say that, but.
It's her 23rd birthday.
23rd birthday, yes. It's 23rd birthday today.
Oh,
For the 43rd time.
for the 40th. Oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry,
I got to
Marge.
scroll
That was
across
Mitchell.
here.
I'm not sure if you ever met Mitchell, but he's a great
Oh, my chat scrolled off the top.
friend. Anyway, making a
There
long
we
story
go.
short, if you are watching this live, you can dial in at 1-866-980-0499. So if you've got a war story about the early internet, you got a war story about an early bulletin board, if you got something you just got to get off your chest, give us a call. 866-980-0499 if you're from out of the greater Vancouver area. If you're in the Vancouver area, give us a call at area code 604-980-0321. Have you got a screen you can put up with the number there for a
Oh,
second?
he's
I
got
think
that,
there's
yep.
one there. You
There's
can
one
do
there,
that.
yep.